Hiya everyone, I'm Jamie and this is Dead by Daylight, and I am once again recording commentary over a game I recorded a while back. This was a Haddonfield game against a team that used a Haddonfield offering against me. And I went into this game very, very annoyed that they would use an offering to bring me to this hellscape abomination of a map. It is awful. It is huge. There is tons of long grass. There's like 70 god loops. It's a pain. It's horrible. And of course, I have this bit on Haddonfield, which I think most people have at the start, where you just cannot find a survivor. I'm just walking about and I cannot find them. Luckily, I hear this gen going, so up I go. But yeah, they've already booked it straight out of this window, and they're just hiding down there, of course. So they try to do this thing where you hide in the very corner to make the killer confused. Yeah, this is a trend of this game. They're just very immersed. Another thing that's very bad about Haddonfield is there's tons of stuff in the way. So even though I get a frenzy off on that person to find their friends, I can't actually get to them because there's so much stuff in the way. They're not actually that far away, but there's just so much stuff in the way that I was never going to get a frenzy off on them. This person just books it off the gen, like the second I approach, and start hiding around that corner. I go and check, just in case anybody slipped behind me to get back on the gen. I lose that person a little bit because they went down the stairs. And there, a gen pops in the distance. I was expecting that. I was waiting for that. I think I went past that gen to make sure if it was being worked on at the start, but somebody was probably just waiting by it. I didn't hear it being worked on. They heard my terror radius go away, and then they started working on it. And that's just one of the many things that is frustrating about Haddonfield. They don't expect me to go that way around the pallet, so I get them down. They get first down of the match, and there goes one of the few saving graces I had on this map. They cleansed my ruin. That ruin, I was kind of relying on it a little bit, because the gens are so hard to defend. You have to go so far out of your way to get to the gens. I didn't want to waste time kicking them before I chased the survivor that was on it. But, you know, they got my ruin. It's already gone. One of the many things wrong with Haddonfield, the totem spots suck. So I get this Claudette, hit her with a frenzy, but there's no one nearby. Another thing that made me think that maybe this group were a team on comms, because it happens quite a few times in this match where I hit somebody with a frenzy and there's no one nearby. So what I'm assuming is the person I'm chasing sees me going to frenzy and goes like, they're going into frenzy, just run away from me. And then they run away, and then I don't get anyone when I actually hit the frenzy. They are healing, which is good. I like it when people heal against me. This, I lose this survivor. They just outplay me with immersion. I think they've gone in a locker, but I don't have time to check all the lockers. I've actually looked back at this clip and like slowed it down and everything. I think they saw me coming, like they heard my terror radius. They started walking. They walked round the corner, and then while I was checking a locker, they just ran away. I start checking lockers. I'm looking for the person who saved, because I see the Claudette running away, but I don't want to tunnel them out of the game. Like, as annoyed as I am that this is Haddonfield, and I need to like take every advantage I can, I still don't like tunneling somebody off the hook, because, you know, I play a lot of Survivor, and it's annoying. Like, I'm a killer main, but I play a lot of Survivor, and I know it sucks to have that happen to you. They do this again. They just get off the gen and go straight out of the window. I go into frenzy. I hit them, and no one nearby. Like, I thought, okay, this team's quite immersed, but it's okay because I'm Legion. I can go into frenzy. I can find people. No, every time most times I go into frenzy, I do it, and no, they're all just gone. They've all just booked it into the sunset. They are nowhere nearby. I don't know how safe that palette is, but I have a kind of habit when I'm playing my Legion builds, because I have Enduring Spirit Fury. I don't really care if I'm breaking a safe palette or not. I just want to break a palette to get Spirit Fury up. Because say if I wasted a little bit of time kicking an unsafe palette to break it, at least I have, you know, that Spirit Fury token that maybe I can just break a really safe palette on contact. It's kind of just working out the balance, like the risk reward. This Claudette doesn't think I've seen her, but you know, typical Claudette. If I crouch, they won't see me. No, I see you. It's fine. Another thing that made me think that this group were maybe a team is that every time I get into, well, most times I get into like a kind of long chase against someone, a gen will pop, and it makes me think, like, oh, they're on me. Just do gens. This Meg is an absolute wizard. I keep losing her. I don't know where she goes when I hit her. She just books it into the distance. Okay, so I'm going to hook this Claudette. I know this is a second hook, so I'm eager to get her on the hook before they can get her up. Get her into dead on hook state. I rush to that pallet and kick it because I want my Spirit Fury. Now, I'm worried that this might seem a bit campy. Like, I'm camping a little bit, staying in the range of the hook. But I know that Yui is about. I saw her when the Claudette was slugged and she ran off that way. So I'm eager to get her. But thing is that I don't know where she went. But I think she's like crouching in a bush. But yeah, I can't leave the area because she's just going to get the save. You know, it's tricky. This, I mess up. I don't wait long enough to hit her. I want to get her into mend state, but I hit her a bit too early. I go for this Meg instead. Hit her. That's too far away. So I turn around and try and get this Meg, because I really want to get this Meg on a hook. She tries crouching in a bush there. I think she's mending, but this is one of the things that blows my mind. I try and get that, because I think there might be a pallet there. Right, there. I lose her completely. I thought, okay, she's already used her quick and quiet to get into the House of Pain. So she can't have quick and quieted again, right? So I must have heard if she'd vaulted a window. So I don't even think to check the window just off the stairs. But then I looked back in the recording, slowed it down, and yeah, she did indeed go through that window. What I think happened was that she heard me miss a swing down in the House of Pain, and just decided that, yeah, I've got enough time to slow vault this window. And then she was gone. And I just didn't even think of that. I didn't think she had enough time to slow vault, which is a shame. But that person dropped. I heard it. I don't know if I heard it. Yeah, I did hear it. I was like, I don't know if I heard it in the game, but I heard it on the recording, so I guess I heard it in game, because I have the volume up quite high, because I like to track with my ears. I actually find some people this time. I actually have some knowledge on where people are, but they already run, so I don't get a decent frenzy off. But at least I have some information on where they are. She goes for that window yet again. I try to vault after her, but it just it doesn't react as quick as I want it to. And then begins the long ring around the rosies around this pallet. I try and get this swing off just in case she thinks about dropping the pallet, because I'm very aware that I've got Spirit Fury up. A little bit of a double back there to get some distance back. And then there we go. Get a Spirit Fury hit, get this Meg on a hook. I feel like she's the best player on the team, so I kind of want her on a hook just for a little bit, just to get some pressure back. I feel like she is coordinating the whole team. I don't know if that... Yeah, I got very frustrated there and hit her. Because there have been too many times when I've had her in my sights and she's just disappeared in a puff of smoke and I've never seen her again. So I got very frustrated and she got a little love tap on the hook there. But yeah, I don't know if she is actually the coordinator of the team, but in my mind she is. And for that she must be punished. One funny thing is, though, like, something I respect this team for, even though they used a Haddonfield offering, and I think they're coordinated, not sure, but I think they are, none of them have balanced landing. None of them. Which I kind of respect, because usually when somebody brings a Haddonfield offering, they used balanced landing, because there are so many places to drop off. But no, there are no balanced landing users. As far as I remember, there is a dead hard and alive, and that's the only exhaustion perks that we have. Here we go, going to frenzy, and I see a little blip for a second there, but then they're gone. They were just clearly running away from the person who was being chased to make sure they didn't get any frenzy blips on them, which is frustrating. But you know, it's a way to counter the Legion's power. But I saw that I wasn't going to get anyone, so I cancelled it straight away. So my power is back up in case I need to use it. At this point, I'm just trying to defend the flimsy 3-gen I have. Like, it's an okay 3-gen in that I can keep an eye on these 3-gens as long as I let the House of Pain gen go. Because I can kind of check these from the street. They're a bit of a pain to get to, the ones upstairs in the houses, but I can at least check them from the street, which is good. I think that person went out the window, but I don't have... Oh, I was going to say I don't have time to check it, but I'm guessing they dropped off the end. I just kind of let them go. I'll find them later. I just need to keep this gen. Make sure they're not in this little cubbyhole room thing. And then we go back to check that other gen. I've got 2 gens that I need to check, and then the Meg's there. I don't think she knew exactly where I was coming from there. She knew I was coming, but she didn't know exactly where from, so I think she's using Spine Chill. I know one of them is from the end game, but I don't know which one. She books it away from her teammates so that my frenzy doesn't get me any information at all. And then in typical Meg fashion, oh, I was going to say she just disappears in a puff of smoke. But there is where she does this thing where she seems to just disappear in a puff of smoke. Like, I only find her again because I happen to see her. I don't know. This Meg was doing several hundred things that just confused the hell out of me. I completely lost her then. Don't know where she went. But I see this person instead, and this gen needs to be stopped. I don't want them getting this gen anytime soon. So let's see where everyone is. Of course, we find no one. So I just use the frenzy to catch up to this Cheryl and see if we can get this Cheryl down. Because I think the Cheryl is one of the people that's dead on hook. She's got Lithe, so I let her find a window, which was a mistake. I already knew she had Lithe from a previous chase I had with her, where she used a window in a house and got kind of a little bit of a speed boost. But yeah, got her down. Took too long and I lost a gen. I'm really hoping it's the House of Pain gen. It's not. The House of Pain gen is still up. They must have got the one in the street. I kind of realised at this point that I was gonna lose a gen if I committed to that chase, but I would also get one teammate down, so they would only have 3 survivors left. This gen is basically done. I just use frenzy to just get some people injured rather than, you know, cancelling the frenzy and getting nothing. She dead hard to that window, but it's useless because I'm right on her. And now she's down. That's good. Let's get her on a hook. And then we can hopefully use it to find which exit gate they're on. Pressure that. And try and get another down maybe out of it. There's no point camping at this point. Because, you know, you might as well use the information to try and get another down. So I go and find these people at the exit gate. I got my power up, which I am acutely aware of. So what my plan is here is hit one, find the other, and then maybe down the other, because I know this Claudette is hanging around the exit gate. So I hit her, and then immediately turn around to, yes, see this Meg going for the save. I want this Meg down, but she just immediately books it back to the exit gate. They completely give up on their friend and just leave, which is fair. It's the best choice, really, because if I've put that Yui so far away from the exit gate they opened that they really haven't got much of a chance to get her and get back safely. So I'm always going to get at least one of them down. So they made the right choice by just leaving there. But I got Ruthless Killer, which I count as a win. If I rank up, I count it as a win. So yeah, I got the Yui down. The Yui's the one who used the Haddonfield offering, so I'm glad she died. They're all consoles, so I can't actually speak to them. But I just said, worst map in the game. God, it sucks. I hate it. It is just the worst map in the game. GG, well played. You horrible people. Yeah, GG, well played, you horrible people. Love heart. But yeah, you can see from the builds, they're Spine Chill, there's some weird tenacity there, Urban Immersion with Lithe, I think that's the Cheryl. I know they can't read this. That's mainly for the recording, not for anything else. So yeah, that was me struggling against some immersed survivors on Haddonfield. I don't like Haddonfield. I think it's a terrible map. I just hate it. I think it sucks. But yeah, I really appreciate you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed my suffering, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you in the next video. Stay strange. Also, I just want to say over the end screen that I have started streaming again. So you can catch me on Twitch at Jamie_is_strange. You know, my username on YouTube, same on Twitch. And you can come and just chill with me live as we play games. Yeah, cool. Anyway, stay strange.